What is good, everybody? It is Spillboy here, back with day 4 of our 12 days of Swishmas as we keep the content rolling with our defensive badge tier list for guards. And a lot of people liked our last tier list video that we did and asked for more. So since it is the holidays, we had to deliver. So if you're new to the channel, man, be sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Like we did in our last video, we're going to start out in the C tier and work our way up as we briefly go over the badges. And remember that this tier list is for guards, and we'll do our big man tier list in another video very soon. But first, let's get these out of the way and let's put clamps and interceptor in the S tier, because everybody knows that these badges are the absolute best defensive badges, especially for guards, to get bumpy and hawk the lanes. Now let's start off with the easy ones, and if you're playing guard, badges like rebound chaser and worm are more big man badges, and generally your responsibility is to run in transition anyway, so we're gonna put these in the C tier. Another big man badge is pogo stick, and as a shorter guard you shouldn't be jumping much in the first place, so this is a C tier badge as well. Although I guess if you do jump, it can help you recover to the perimeter a little bit faster, but still pretty much worthless. You probably wouldn't get there in time anyway. Another worthless badge for guards is post lockdown, and if the opposing guard wants to spend time trying to score in the paint instead of hunting for threes, that's fine. Don't game plan trying to prevent that. C tier badge. Moving on to brick wall, and this is not a badge that was made for guards really, and if you're a guard setting screens, you're in the way more often than not. Space the floor and leave some room for your point guard to operate. Now another badge we have in the C tier is tireless defender, and spending badge points here is an expensive way to preserve stamina and pretty unnecessary compared to just being mindful of when you're pressing turbo. It does, however, lower the cost of stamina when you're reaching, so if that matters to you, I guess you could use it. Now we have rim protector, and this badge is so low because of the 6'5" threshold needed to unlock it, but if you do qualify for this badge, it can be bumped up to B tier, and paired with chase down artist, it can be pretty effective. Off ball pest just doesn't provide much utility. Seems like it could be good for stopping backdoor lobs and off ball cuts, but really isn't that helpful in game. Now the C tier badges don't stop there, as we have defensive leader, which simply raises your defensive attributes 1, 2, 3, or 4 points depending on your badge level. The return is slightly higher in Pro-Am than Park due to the increase in number of teammates gaining the boost, but probably still not worth it. And now so far we have 9 badges in the C tier for guards, and you can start to see that guards don't have much to rely on when it comes to defense, as most of the badges we've gone over so far are more geared towards forwards and big men. With that being said though, let's keep the trend going and toss in Menace into the C tier. Yes, Menace, and this badge drops your opponent's attributes when you're playing good defense, but you don't really need to boost your already good defense, as it is in fact already good. You get what I'm trying to say here? C tier badge Menace. Now that half of the badges are in the C tier, let's finally move on to the B tier and look into some useful badges, and we'll start with Pick Dodger. Now if you're playing competitive lock, you'll need this badge, but don't expect too much from it. More often than not, your big man will still need to step up in some cases. Another useful badge is Box, and having this on a guard can provide a decent return to help your big man on the boards, although you better have a ton of defensive badge points to equip any rebounding badges on a guard. Another badge that I like to equip if I can is Ball Stripper, and it's decent for shorter players as it's pretty much their only defense in the paint against driving layups and dunks. You can put this badge on bronze should you choose to use it. Now we got Hustler, and this badge is a little bit slept on, I believe, and it helps you chase down loose balls in all situations. Things like long rebounds and loose plucks and other things of that nature may be much easier to snag with this badge equipped. Now we have Pickpocket at A tier since the nerf, where before that it was obviously S tier, but it can still be very good when you get the correct timing of your steals down. Intimidator for guards is also A tier. This badge was buffed in one of the recent patches and now affects perimeter jump shots, and you should get this badge on as high of a level as you can. Now one underrated badge I don't think people give enough credit to is ankle braces, and this one is pretty good for preventing ankle breaking animations of all kinds, whether it be tight handles, space creator, ankle breaker, all those badges it helps towards. And if you're guarding the perimeter, you should at least take it on bronze. Good dribblers will hunt for stuns and spam moves, and this is definitely a good badge to counter that. Now we have Chase Down Artist, and Chase Down Artist is absolutely an S tier badge. Just being able to unlock the animations by using the bronze level provides a huge return, and even on bronze, this badge is super effective. And like I said, we already have Interceptor and Clamps in the S tier, and that wraps up our defensive badge tier list for the guards. Now let us know your opinions in the comments, and leave a like on the video if you guys want to see more tier lists. And don't forget, if you're interested in signing up for the NBA 2K Lab Premium membership, we have a code running for 50% off your initial sign up over at NBA2KLab.com, and also tons of free content over there as well. So thank you guys for watching. It's Spillboy, and I'm out. Later.